Awesome. So super excited. This is week, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Is it week 10 or 11? It's been good, guys, right? Are you like on fire, ready to build your business? I'm super excited because today we have the incredible Brooke Neal training us. She is a regional vice president, right? And just absolutely so inspiring. And I think, Brooke, I feel like I met you or saw you when you were super young, like, because I was in Ottawa, so your mom would come, and I think maybe you came once or twice, and then I remember seeing you there right when you had just signed up, and you were like going area that night, and like you were on calls in the hallway, like like killing it, and your mom was up there speaking, and so cool. I love it. And I do this business with my family too, and it's just so much fun. So but we want to hear all about you and your journey and just your top tips, and I hope everyone's ready to take notes. All right, go ahead, girly.
Thank you so much. That is crazy thinking back. That literally feels like yesterday and also years. That time when we were in Canada together and I was going area. It's just been such a whirlwind, but it's been amazing. So hi, everyone. Thank you again so much for asking me to be on this call. I'm so grateful. I'm so honored. These calls have been really, really inspiring to me and my team. So I'm really excited that I get to be on one as well. And coming together is really my favorite part about this Arbonne business. Like how cool that really so many of us don't benefit at all from each other, but we're all just willing to pour into each other and inspire each other and share our tips. That's my absolute favorite part. There's no community like Arbonne. So again, thank you so much. Excuse my appearance, and I'm a little bit stuffy. I'm just getting over being sick. I was gonna do my hair and my makeup, but then I figured, you know what? My favorite part about Arbonne is that I really don't have to do that. I can sit here in my pajamas and get right back into bed. And again, share with you guys. So a little bit about me. My name is Brooke Neal. I'm a regional vice president with Arbonne, and my personal journey in my Arbonne business began about a year and a half ago. However, my family, like Sammy said, has been involved with Arbonne. Our Arbonne story started almost 14 years ago. My mom was introduced to this business by a complete stranger, and I truly thank God for that stranger every single day because she changed our family's life, my mom's life, my life forever. Growing up, I watched my mom change lives. She was the most amazing role model for me, and I'm sure she would have been if it wasn't for Arbonne, but I know that 99% of the woman and the leader and the mom and the sister and the friend that she is because of this business. Like, that's what you guys have, an awesome tool for personal growth, and I'm so thankful that I had an awesome mom who really chose to dive head in into the personal development and into her business. We grew up in an atmosphere where I knew that anything was possible. I actually didn't grow up knowing that I was going to do Arbonne, but I knew that whatever I wanted to do, that I can do that. And that's only because I watched my mom do that every day. And I watched her wake up with a passion and a purpose to serve others. And I knew that I wanted to make an impact similar to what she did. So what I thought, again, for me personally, I thought that maybe I would do Arbonne. I thought I would do it a lot later in life. I had some fears. I had some hesitations. All my friends were kind of, in that mindset, which is so normal in society. Go to school for 4 years, then get a job, work your desk job. And I was actually really excited about that. I thought that corporate maybe could be for me. I was like going to different events and things, and I thought that wearing like a suit would be fun. And, I really thought that, again, that could be for me. And then when I was settled, I would start Arbonne down the road. But I'm at school right now. That's where I am. I'm in my 3rd year. And after my 1st year, I was watching people graduate in my sorority that absolutely were not excited about what they were doing. They were getting paid really, really underpaid, not doing anything that they were passionate about. They were working for somebody else. They were working behind a desk. They were working when they really didn't want to, on vacation, and when they felt sick, and when they wanted to hang out with their friends or family, or when things were important to them. And I just really realized that life was not for me. Again, I was watching my mom build her business and be so excited about what she was doing. And I just had a complete fear, a quarter life crisis, I feel, I call it, of I cannot do that. Like, I need to spend my life on purpose and on fire about what I'm doing, whatever that may be. And I thought that maybe Arbonne, I finally saw it as a place for me, because I was also watching millennials in this business. I always use Peyton and Meg Redler as an example, because they were really the only two that I knew at the time, because my mom didn't have too many millennials on her team. But I was watching them build an awesome career, do what they love, have the life that my mom had created for us, and the passion and the purpose at such a young age. And I thought, why the heck not? I don't want to go back to waitressing. why not? Maybe I could help some people and maybe create that life for myself. So when I graduate in 3 years, I don't have to do what I was watching other people hate. I felt like I had more to give. And I have not looked back since. That was the absolute scariest decision that I've ever made. It was a split decision. Literally, I had that first thought of doing Arbonne that morning and signed up that night. So spontaneous, but I'm so glad that I acted upon it. And then flash forward 7 months, my team promoted to regional vice president. And now again, I've been involved with Arbonne for almost a year and a half, and our team will be a nation very, very soon. And Arbonne really could have, it's more than I ever could have imagined, even watching all the benefits of it for 14 years. Like, I've earned money and trips, but more importantly, like, the best friendships I've ever had. I just touched on that before. Personal growth I didn't know I needed. Impact on others I really didn't know that I could have at such a young age. And that's so powerful. Like, this is all from my phone, all doing something I love, all feeling like I actually have a purpose. Like, do you guys realize how amazing we have it? Like, I have to pinch myself all the time, and I feel like I have to remind everybody all the time, truly, like, how can we not share this with other people? Like, it is so not about us when we sponsor and when we share. Imagine, I always think when I'm a little bit nervous to bring up Arbonne to somebody, I'm like, imagine if, again, my mom's sponsor was too nervous or didn't feel like doing Arbonne that day. She had a perfect excuse. It was a random stranger. We were at a barbecue. We didn't know anybody there. This woman easily could have just made small talk conversation and not brought up Arbonne. And imagine if your sponsor did the same thing. Like, what has it given you? It's good enough for you. It's incredible, and people deserve it, and people are out there looking for the things that it has given you. So how dare you not share it? Sponsoring is my absolute favorite part about Arbonne for that very reason. We get to share with unlimited people. That is really unique even in network marketing companies. Unlimited people, how to live a better life, how to level up, how to travel the world, how to bring their families with them, how to give them a better life. Like, when you have an awesome job or even own a normal business, you can't just tell your friends, do this with me. I can help you make money. I can help you become a better person. We have something so unique, and way too often, including myself, I'm so not perfect, but we put so much pressure on ourselves when we're sharing about people and sharing Arbonne with people, and we get so nervous about it, and we get in our heads that the purpose of Arbonne, it gets diluted. And again, we make it about us. And the raw truth is, if you don't share Arbonne because you're scared or you're nervous, that is really, really selfish of you. It is so selfish because, again, we have something that has changed our lives, and I promise you can help change thousands of other people's. I've watched it firsthand with my family, and now experiencing it is just so unique and so special within my own business. And in turn, sponsoring will grow your business exponentially. It will 100%. You guys are all on this call because you're committed to growing to the next level. I believe Sammy said region by GTC. Like, you cannot build a region without sponsoring. So how cool that you get to help people and build your business at the same time when done consistently. In Arbonne. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent here. So first off, what I wanted to say, I always do when I talk about sponsoring, what I wanted to start off with is what's really big is making that decision. So when I was going region, I was watching tons of training videos, and everybody was talking about making a decision. And I just thought that was ridiculous. I'm like, everyone who signs up to do Arbonne obviously decides that they want the car. They obviously want the financial freedom. Like, when my mom was telling me to decide, I'm like, I decided already. Of course I did. But I didn't realize what making a decision meant until I actually made that decision. And everybody that has gone region or promoted to next any level, I'm sure they can attest for that exact feeling. Like, it is a sound knowing, no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I had it in my head, didn't have the numbers to prove it at all. I'm not really going to talk numbers whatsoever on this call, but we were at $5,000 on the 12th when we went region call. So I was not tracking well. Those of you who obviously know Arbonne lingo, you know what that means. We earned my area bonus on the 20th, and then we actually passed it by 5,000. So we were not tracking well, but I made that decision in my mind. Sound decision. Even when we were at 5,000 QB on the 12th, it was done in my head, like literally done deal. I knew it was going to happen. Did not know how, but I knew that I was going to do absolutely whatever it takes. So I really want to encourage you guys right now, right after this call, like, decide that Arbonne's going to work for you. Like, decide that you are going to do whatever it takes, that you're going to walk the stage this year, that you're going to be in your Mercedes or whatever level you want to be at by GTC. Like, get off this call and decide. Soaking wet in the pool, not dipping your toes in, not, okay, I'm going to give it a whirl and I really hope that I'm going to do it by GTC. Like, decide that you're going to do it, because people are joining Arbonne and doing it in 3 months. So why not you, that you have the knowledge, you have the background, you have the experience with the products? Why not you? You absolutely can do that. And any story that's in your head is not serving you if it says that you can't do that. I know that it's possible. Again, people all over, every time span, every background, every experience or inexperience in anything Arbonne related, nutrition related, with sales, with public speaking, whatever it is, people are doing it in Arbonne. So don't make an excuse about it. All it takes is deciding and just committing to your goals and committing to doing all of the work behind it. That's where my decision truly needed to happen. It's a really, really important aspect. Again, of course, everybody wants to earn the free trip. Everybody wants to earn the car. If it was easy, every single person would have that, but they don't. There's a reason why 1% of people are at the top of the company, not because it's impossible, but because 99% of people aren't willing to make that decision and aren't willing to actually commit to the work. And again, that was a really big switch for me a few months into my journey. Of course, I wanted it, but I realized that it took more than being interested in it. It took more than wanting it. So just pretend like you started Arbonne today. And maybe some of you have, but I'm assuming that most of you have not. Rewrite your 100-person list. Like anything that you did, feel that fire and that excitement and that nervousness and not really knowing, reaching out to everybody about switching their brands and your friends and your family about, switching their products to your brand and supporting you, relaunch your business, go live on Instagram, whatever you did when you started, do those exact same things and begin today. You don't need the first of the month. You don't need a Monday. You need today, and you need to just decide right now because there are so many days left in this month. And so many months and weeks before GTC. So just do it now. And consider every person who can be blessed by this business. In my opinion, that's everybody. But think of the people, you get to choose your team. So think of the people who are on fire, who are passionate, who are maybe into nutrition or fitness or makeup or want a bit of extra money or want to travel the world, or you hear them complaining about their job, whatever that reason may be, which again, I think everybody could have a reason why they'd be amazing or why this can benefit them. But think really hard. And that's way more than 100 people on that list. So if you're making your 100-person list, make it like a 2,000-person list or whatever it is. You're meeting people every single day and just reach out to them and share your heart, share your vision. That's really all. That's really all it takes. It doesn't take a script. I actually think that sounds worse. Like people join because of inspiration and because they see themselves in your vision, not because it's amazing every single ingredient that we don't have. It's amazing how much money we can earn and all these incredible facts and figures about Arbonne. It's great. Like we know it's great and I know them inside and out, but that's not why people are going to say, I trust you, I trust your vision, and you're really excited and I want to join you. So again, don't overthink it. Remember that we have the gift and all we have to do just is share it. And worst case is they say no. Like that's okay. And that usually means 1, I don't know enough, 2, I'm scared, or 3, show me. So let's give everybody a really good show and do what you said you were going to do. Like, would you join you? Which I also think is really important. If you're not sure, record yourself doing a DA, record your next phone call answering questions with the person that you're talking to about Arbonne, record yourself at your next presentation describing the healthy living program, watch other people's on YouTube in your free time. When I'm driving in the car, I listen to my favorite Arbonne inspirations talking about the DA. Of course, I know how to deliver one, but I'm always looking for how they say it. And I get really excited about it. And then, of course, I'm inspired because I'm hearing everything about Arbonne. And I feel like now when I talk about Arbonne, I sound like those people. The best copycat wins. Feel free to copy anybody's verbiage and energy. Ask your mentor for advice. I'm sure they've heard you talking to people, and leaders always ask for advice. That's really, really important. Working with my mom, it was kind of difficult at first for me to kind of get advice, and you're probably working with your friends and, we don't have bosses, so nobody's in charge of us. Sometimes it is difficult to take that advice, but the people that went before you, they probably know what's holding you back and they know what it takes because they've done it. So ask for advice, take it, scroll through your social media. Would you join if you saw your Instagram based on your post? Are you talking about, that's a completely different training, but are you truly talking and owning your business, whether that's on Instagram, whether that's in person? Are you an undercover Arbonne agent? Because it does not work. It doesn't. You truly have to own it and wear it like a prize. Like it is incredible. And I'm so proud to represent such a world-class, incredible company. And my fear would not be sharing it too much, but people saying, why the heck didn't you talk about this more? Why didn't you post about it more? Because again, of what it's done for me. And if people genuinely don't want to do Arbonne, like who cares? Like they're saying no to a business, they're not saying no to you. It's not a personal attack. I would never, there are so many professions I could never do really anything I feel like now besides Arbonne. I would never want to be a doctor. I would never want to be a teacher. I would never want to be a lawyer. That's no insult to them. I love and respect doctors and teachers and lawyers. It's just not for me. It's just not something that interests me. And I'm sure you have things that don't interest you. So it's okay. Like it's not personal, and don't let that hold you back from something that's going to build your business and something that's going to help them. I keep saying those two things, but you guys, really, it's just that simple. You have a token and you have a lottery ticket. And I don't think there's really a downside. If somebody says no, you're closer to a yes. And again, they're going to watch your journey, even when you think nobody's watching. If people are looking at your stories, even if they're not following you, I have some people who unfollowed me. They still watch every story I post. They still like some of my pictures. Like I promise you, there are more people are fans than you realize. And again, give them a good show. If you post about Arbonne all the time and then stop, you're kind of giving them the satisfaction, and then they're truly never going to join you, and they will probably join someone else down the road because Arbonne's expanding. Arbonne is growing at an exponential rate, and network marketing is the business model of the future. Like it is, and now is the time. The things that the CEO is putting in, I've only heard a fraction of it. Apparently, my mom said there was so much talked about in Hawaii. I cannot wait to see what's coming. But what I do know is that the CEO is investing billions, in his family, and the company that owns us is investing billions and billions of dollars. And we want to be the best company for the world. I forget the exact quote, but that's really unique. And Arbonne, I promise you, is going places. So be really proud of that, and share it with every person, because I promise you, Arbonne will be a name that every single person in this country, and every country that will be in, will know. I know that for a fact. And also knows, ask for referrals, ask if they will host, ask if they'll just come to your next event and just support you as a friend, because you just started a business. You know, if they're interested in the products, there are so many avenues that you can go down with that no, as well. But just keep practicing and just keep getting in front of people, because you will get more comfortable with it. It will come, and again, you will find those people. And this work that you are going to commit to, again, today, if you haven't already, it's going to take sacrifices. And I am well aware of that. Again, I witnessed it for 14 years when my mom was building her business, and I have now witnessed it building my own. There have been nights that I've sacrificed sleep, when I've stayed in, when every one of my friends have gone out, when I've studied way less for a test than I should have. I felt really overwhelmed balancing a busy schedule. And that is okay. Like you really have to just know that your schedule being really out of balance, it still is, right? I'm still making sacrifices all the time, is so worth it. And the time that you might not have now, and the excuses that are coming up in your life, again, whether that's not having enough time or whatever that is, like use that as a reason to fuel you to have a really, really busy schedule with Arbonne, because it can give you complete time freedom, which I'm even just sort of noticing now. I just got back from studying abroad in Australia. I won't get too in depth into this, but you guys, if it wasn't for Arbonne, there's no way I would have had the courage to go. No way I would have had the financial funds to travel to all the amazing countries that I did. I had a community of people that were supporting me there. I truly felt like I had a family of Arbonne people there when I actually went, knowing not a single person. It was amazing. But anyway, building that and traveling, it was busy, and it was sacrificing some things, but it's just so worth it. And the things that I was able to do, again, just only a year and a half into my Arbonne business, and travel and see and have these awesome people, that really just showed me that any sacrifice that I made in the year and a half before, and I continue to make, is just so worth it, because that's how I want to live my life. I want to live my life traveling. I want to live my life on fire. I want to live my life with awesome people. And it's okay if that means staying in, and again, being really, really busy for a period of time, so that I can do the things that I never thought possible. And if any of you guys are moms, or a family, or dog mom, whatever, even if you're not a mom, this is going to sacrifice time with your family. Again, I know that, and I know that your kids will probably be really upset about that at first. And I know that because that was me. I was one of those kids. I spent my 7th birthday at a training and rec meeting. When my mom was going nation, she was literally gone all the time. I was crying. I was kicking and screaming. I actually really don't remember that, but she was telling me when I was doing a training a few months back on sacrifices. I was so upset. I didn't understand why she wasn't putting me to bed every single night anymore. I was embarrassed when she was bringing up Arbonne to every waitress, and I was begging her not to. And she promised me that she was not going to work for just one day on my 7th birthday. We were going to go out. We were going to go to the mall. And we were going to go to Build-A-Bear. Literally, I had a schedule. I still have it. My mom has it in her desk of everything we were going to do, because I haven't seen my mom, and I was so upset. And you guys, I'm sure that broke her heart. I'm sure it shattered that into a bunch of pieces when I had to open my presents actually at their team dinner. And then we went to the meeting after. And you know what? She made it awesome. I actually had a great day. Everyone sang to me, and it was okay. But again, I really didn't understand, and my siblings didn't either. And I'm sure there were nights that my father didn't understand either. But we were the reason why she was doing that. And again, I'm sure it broke her heart, but she reminded us every single day, like, mommy's doing this for you. Like, this is what I'm going to, I literally get emotional about it. This is what I'm going to create for you. We're going to travel. I'm going to be here for you when it matters most. Like, my mom can now, thanks to her doing that, she can be there when she wants, every single day, anytime. If I'm feeling homesick at school, she can drive to me. When my brothers are playing sports, she can go to every single game. She puts us on the bus every single morning. She missed my first steps, but she never had to miss my younger siblings' first steps because she was there every day. And it's just so precious. And thank God she continued to make those sacrifices and didn't stop when it broke her heart, and didn't stop when we didn't get it, or when her friends were making fun of her, or whatever that was. Like, it took a lot of sacrifices in her life. But now, thanks to Arbonne, I don't care about any of those sacrifices. Again, I really don't remember them. She still makes them, but I know that it's worth it because I've experienced what it's given us, which is financial freedom, time freedom, like I said, an incredible role model. I could go on and on and on and on. But we've experienced what this can do. So do this for your kids. We've experienced what it can give. And my biggest pet peeve in the entire world now is when people say, you know, I would love to go to that meeting, but I have to feed my kids dinner. And again, I get it. Your kids, obviously take care of your kids. I'm not saying that, but it just breaks my heart because I'm like, oh my gosh, if only you knew what this could give them. Like, if only you knew what showing up every single day, not just some days, not just when they didn't have a birthday party to go to or whatever it is, showing up every single day for them and keeping that reason. And again, it might not be kids. For me, it's not kids. But whatever your vision is and whoever you want to do this for, keep that in the back of your head all the time. I have my vision board right in front of me. I have pictures of my family and the things that I want to do. And whenever I'm feeling nervous or stressed or out of balance, I look at that and I remind myself where I'm going and where I want to be. And that doesn't take it all away, but it's still, I just know that it's so worth it. And again, just from what I've experienced, I know that it is so, so, so worth it. And again, another thing that I want to say is make personal development a non-negotiable. Like, seriously. And I'm actually confused about how I have to talk about this on every single call because every leader talks about it. It's not a coincidence that everyone at the top of this company is obsessed and so committed to personal growth. Like, we don't talk about it just because. It's because it makes a huge difference and it truly, truly, truly matters. You can do all the activity in the world. You can speak to every single person on this earth. But if you're not doing it with your head and your heart in the right place, you will not yield the same results. Like, think about it. If you're talking to someone right after you listen to an awesome podcast, you're on fire, you're so excited, and you call your friend or your whatever prospect about Arbonne, you're going to get much better results than if you just roll out of bed and you're in a crappy mood and you let this impact you and whatever. You're not going to get the same results. And that's what personal development does. It keeps your head in line. It gives you inspiration, and it reminds you what you're doing and gives you awesome tips. Like, all these things, you can buy a book for $5 and it can give you so many tips on how to set goals, how to reach them, how to meditate, like all of these things that are going to make your business bigger, but you as a better person. Like, the growth that I've had in Arbonne because of personal development, I would probably have never been committed to personal development if I didn't have an Arbonne business. It's impacted every single bit of my life. Like, I'm definitely a better student and a better friend because of that growth that it's given me. So my personal development non-negotiables are 30 minutes of reading. Super simple, you guys. Like, this is less than an hour every day. Like, you definitely have the time. You definitely scroll on Instagram for much longer than that, or watching TV or whatever. So 30 minutes of reading. I do like 20 pages. I'm a slow reader. So again, not always 30 minutes, but 20 pages, a training of some sort. So that could be a podcast of someone not in Arbonne, or a SoundCloud of someone in Arbonne, or a recording that I really liked of a Zoom. And then just writing down my affirmations and gratitudes, some things I'm thankful for, and I am statements, which I thought those were the most ridiculous things ever. And a lot of people do before they start and before they actually do them, but it makes such a big difference. And again, knowing that you're worth it and knowing that you're amazing and that you have every single thing that it takes. Your mentor can say that, your husband can say that, your friend can say that, but until you really, really believe it, you're not going to, again, yield the same results as if you would if you're showing up like an MVP, even if you just got an idea and you're a consultant, because again, that's really what it takes. And having that role and having that energy around you that people actually want to be a part of. Like, you probably, one of the reasons why you joined Arbonne was probably because they were super positive. You saw the growth that they had. You would not want to join someone that was negative and not committed to growing themselves. So again, be the leader that you joined, and be the leader that show up as an MVP, because that, again, that's how you will get there. So you could also do this in the car, while you're reading, on your way to work, at the gym, like whatever it is. It's an hour that you guys can definitely fit into your day. 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. It's really, really, really important, you guys. And I know for a fact I would have never promoted to RVP if I wasn't doing those things. Like, it's really, really important. It's really pivotal. And the last thing that I just wanted to address is stop comparing, which I know is really easier said than done. But truly just stop and try your very best, because I promise that there's no better system, there's no better company, there's no better team, and there's nobody more qualified than you. Like, everybody has exactly what it takes to build this business right inside of them. And again, people of all different backgrounds, all different sizes and genders and races, they are doing this. So why the heck not you? And sitting and scrolling and watching their success stories, it's amazing. Social media is awesome. I love it. But use it to cheer other people on, and use it to fuel your mind and your brain, instead of using it to bring you down and to compare, whether that's to their business or to their body or to their life. It's a highlight reel. And I love Instagram. I love posting my shake and my promotions and my awesome days. But I don't post when I'm having a really bad day, when I'm hurt that somebody rejected me, that I don't know, anything that's bad happening in my life. I really don't post that on Instagram, and nobody does. Why would we, right? Nobody wants to see that. So just know that everything that you're seeing and everyone that you're comparing to, one, has a story way further than Instagram that you have no idea. But two, that you're enough, that you are here absolutely for a reason. You're in this company for a reason. No better time. Again, like I said before, Arbonne, your team, I'm sure, is on fire. Every single team is on. I've never seen anything like this. My mom has never seen anything like this. And again, she's been involved for 14 years. Leaders that have been here since the very beginning are saying that they have never felt this growth. They've never been as excited as they are right now. I cannot go, again, on Instagram without seeing a promotion literally every 10 minutes. Let that excite you, instead of, again, bringing you down, instead of comparing. Let that excite you, that could be you. That all of these things that we're seeing, whether they're promoting to MVP in 4.5 months, I saw that and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that is incredible. I didn't say, why not me? I'm like, that is so cool. That's proof that it's possible. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm just so inspired, and I'm sharing that with everybody because I know that it can be them. So just run with this, you guys. Let your soul on fire, commit to the work. Out after this call, decide that you are going to do every single thing that you need to do. Talk to your upline, get that advice, record yourself, really own up and own your business. You have a business. That's what it is. And it's amazing that you don't have a boss. It's amazing that we don't have to report every single day. It's amazing that, again, you can work on your terms, but you really have to commit to it and treat this like a business if you want to get the results that you're seeing. The promotions in 4.5 months, like, these people are working tirelessly day in and day out and truly committing to it. It's a new year, a new decade. That's amazing. I love fresh starts. I saw so many posts about saying, you don't need a new year for new goals. And that's true, right? You can commit every single day, but it's awesome to have a fresh start. I felt just like so much relief after the new year, because I'm like, I have an entire year of new possibilities, and I am actually totally committing to every single goal. So if you haven't already, set New Year's resolutions or just goals for yourself. I do daily goals, weekly goals, monthly, and then 3 months. And this is numbers, but this is also just things that I'm going to do and whatever. Consistency compounds. Share Arbonne with every single person, and let's just end this year and this decade with some really, really incredible accomplishments to look back on, and just really focus on building those skills of discipline and success and gratitude, because those are just the most important things about Arbonne. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope I gave you each just a little bit of advice that you can apply to your business. And I know that I'm going to be cheering for so many of you guys on that stage in GTC walking. It's the best feeling ever. I think I blacked out during it. Literally, it was amazing. I got off the stage and just started crying, and I'm like, I don't even remember walking across the stage. It was amazing. The best feeling ever. And just knowing that every single thing that you've done and anything that you've sacrificed is just so worth it. So again, I'm not going to keep talking for too much longer, but I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so excited. And again, I'm so honored that I was asked to speak on this call. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Sammy.
Oh my gosh, Brooke, you've got us all crying. We're all fired up. Like everyone is just blown away. You are such an incredible trainer, which does not surprise me at all. But thank you. Everything you said was just, I was like, yes, 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 like everything. So I appreciate you. Thank you so, so, so much for taking the time, and I hope you feel better. And I think we will see all of you guys at AIT. I think is that our next call? Hold on. Maybe there's one more. They're the first. Okay, there's one more. And then it'll be the one at AIT, which we're gonna plan, which is gonna be lots of fun. So yay, thank you so much, Brooke, and thanks everyone. Have a great day, and thanks for showing up for yourself. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. Thanks again. You're amazing.